Well, what's going on, Cardinal Nation? Man, another loss, and so we have gotten swept in this series. And not only have we gotten swept, but we have gotten shut out again. That's right, we did not score a single run in this series. 5-0. We lose today to the Pittsburgh Pirates. And yeah, and the Pirates, man, they've been probably the hottest team in baseball right now, which is pretty crazy. Uh, and we had a lot of chances in this game. We had a lot of chances in this series, and just pretty shocking. We could not get any runs across. We honestly could have gotten 2 runs across last night in the second game yesterday. Willis Contreras was out at the plate on an outfield assist by Tommy Pham, and then in the ninth inning yesterday, Jose Fermin was out, and we challenged and it was confirmed. So, that could have been 2 runs right there. And, yeah, it's not like we didn't have any hits. We had a lot of chances in this series. And leading off the game in this one, Brendan Donovan, a leadoff double. It's just like that. We'd have a runner in scoring position. And then Alec Burleson would walk. Lars Nootbaar then be hit by a pitch. And then, so the bases would be loaded for Thomas Sajaci, the youngster, trying to end our scoreless streak and perhaps bring in 2 runs. But he would ground out 2 in the innings, so we'd be off the board again. There was still a lot of game left, obviously, but that was frustrating. Pirates would take a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the second. RBI single by Tommy Pham to make it 1-0. And we had runners on first and third in the top of the third. But Thomas Sajaci at the plate again would ground out to shortstop to end the inning. And Sonny Gray, a solid outing. Nowhere near as good as his last outing, though, where he had that near perfect game. But would pitch into the 7th inning. We gave up an RBI single to Tommy Pham again to make it 2-0, and then he would be out of the game after that. And then Riley O'Brien coming in, and he would give up a 2-run single to Isaiah Kiner Falefa to make it 4-0. So those 2 runs were charged to Sonny. And then an RBI single by Spencer Horwitz to make it 5-0. And yeah, at that point I did not think we would be able to come back. I was hoping, we could just get on the board and end our scoreless streak. Kyle Leahy would then have a scoreless 8th inning, and we had a chance in the 9th inning. Down to our final strike, Joel Pozo with a single, then Victor Scott would walk. So 2 runners would be on for arguably our best hitter this season, Brendan Donovan. But he would fly out to end the ball game and end this series. So, yeah, this is our first time getting shut out in a series, not scoring a run in a series since 2015. It's been 10 years since that happened, and does not happen very often, period. And yeah, so we had plenty of chances. We left 10 runners on base, went 1 for 10 with runners in scoring position. And we had 3 extra base hits in this one. So, yeah. We were playing without 2 key players, Nolan Arenado and Willis Contreras. Contreras, who left yesterday's game with a hit-by pitch on his hand, and Arenado, who did not play due to a jammed finger. So we were without those 2. Our pitching in this series, did pretty solid. Palante was outstanding yesterday, and Sonny Gray, despite allowing 4 runs, was still pretty solid again, and only 78 pitches. Struck out 6, but a very low pitch count again. So that shutout he had Friday in Cleveland was just 89 pitches. So, so now we'll have an off day Thursday, and I think this is going to be a much needed off day playing. Up until this point, a streak of 14 games in 15 days. This will be our first off day. We had a rain out a couple weeks ago against the White Sox, but this will be our first like scheduled off day in over 2 weeks. June 16th was our last off day, so yeah, this will be much needed. So yeah, so Pittsburgh had not had 3 straight shutouts since 2015, and their starter Mitch Keller went 7 innings after a 15 start winless streak. So the Pirates have now outscored their opponents in this 6-game homestand for them 43-4. They swept the Mets. Now they sweep the Cardinals, unfortunately. But our schedule is not getting any easier. We face the first place Chicago Cubs beginning Friday on the 4th of July. So they're a very good team, obviously, and we also have not scored a run against a National League Central team in 49 innings after we got shut out back-to-back games last week against the Cubs. So yeah, it won't be easy. So just hoping that this scoreless streak ends. Haven't scored a run in 3 days, and assuming we score a run Friday, it'll be 5 days. So till then, Comic Express saying go Cards.